Good morning and welcome to AGORACOM Small Cap Stock News. It's Monday, March the 31st, 2014. I'm Alan Barry Laboucan. I'm the Chief Market Commentator for AGORACOM, and I'm your host as well. And on today's show, what I do every day is I go through a bunch of press releases, try to find the best ones that stand out to me, and I talk about what stood out, and also give you some insights into what I see in their stock charts. Today we have around 6 companies, I believe, and we try to keep it to around a 10-minute time frame, so I'll get right to that. The first company I wanted to talk about today is Fission Uranium. Fission Uranium just continues to keep delivering excellent drill results. They had another announcement on drill results, and this one's quite a whopper. They discovered a new zone, 465-meter step out, and hit off-scale in multiple holes over there. This is important not just because it's another area where there's uranium, but it gives a chance that it connects some of the other zones. And that could be quite impressive if they start stepping out. They've already got what looks like a multi-million pound uranium discovery. You start stepping out that significantly, and it really could grow quite substantially. Just looking at the stock now, I noticed earlier that it was up. Yes, it's up a nickel today to $1.68. on 1.7 million shares traded hands. Just looking at the stock chart right now, and what I see there is it's been on a great move since it broke out of that sideways action that it had been in from about September through to the middle of February. Then it broke out to the upside. They've got a lot more good drill holes in the lab that still need to come out, and I think that this one has a lot more upside as well. FCU is the stock symbol. They trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is Alamos Gold. Alamos Gold announced that they've increased their total measured and indicated mineral resources by 31% and 16% increase in high-grade underground mineral reserves. The proven and probable are at Mulatos are 2.03 million ounces of gold. Mineral reserve grade increased 8% to 1.15 grams per ton gold. They had several other key pieces of data in there you can find in the highlights from that in the press release today. Stock's down 6 cents today to $10 even on 521,000 shares traded hands. Just looking at the stock chart, it's been under some pretty good pressure since last August. It's kind of giving me a complex sort of bottom here. Not sure whether it has bottomed or it could be in some sideways action at the bottom here for a while and make a kind of a complex bottom. I'm keeping an eye on that one. AGI is their stock symbol. They trade on the Toronto Exchange. Next up is Nexgen Energy. Nexgen Energy had sort of summarized, they had some more drill holes, one of their best drill holes to date. They also had sort of a summary of their drilling so far. Initially, when I saw the first hole or so come out of this project, I wasn't that impressed simply because there wasn't much in the way of high-grade uranium indications in there. But now it definitely looks like they've got some high-grade uranium in there, and they've hit uranium on several holes. So it's becoming a lot more interesting to me. At Nexgen Energy is, wanted to take a look. Yeah, they've got 139 million shares out. It's up $0.015 today to 45.5 cents on 2.48 million shares traded. had that big spike up. That's what I was worried about with them. Gave back some of those gains and sort of looking like it wants to bottom here, and then have a base to rally from. I'll be keeping a close eye on that one. Nexgen's definitely one I could see myself talking about on the Friday Best of the Best in Weekly News and Stock Pick show. Okay, NXE is their stock symbol. They trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is Rockwell Diamonds. Rockwell Diamonds announced that they sold 9,596 carats in their fiscal fourth quarter. They had one stone there, 109 carats, which was a polished, vivid yellow diamond. I'm sure they must have given the value of that, of what they sold it for. The batch, it looks like, sold for $12 million. That 9,500 carat sold for an average price of $1,264 per carat. They also talked about how things are moving along with their various different operations. I need to do some homework to see if they're actually making any money off of this, if they're cash flow positive. You know, it's one thing to produce diamonds. You have to produce them at less than it costs you, or you want to produce them for cheaper than what you sell the stones for. So we still need to see if that's the case. RDI stock is down a half a penny at 31 cents on 12,500 shares traded hands. Stock, patchy trader, kind of meandering sideways on low volume. Really difficult for me to get an idea of what that stock chart's going to do. I think that they need some help with their audience building. RDI is their stock symbol. They trade on Toronto. Next up is Ascot Resources. Ascot Resources updated their resource estimate at their premier and has indicated resources at their Big Missouri and Martha Ellen, grading more than 1 gram per ton gold equivalent. This project is near Stewart, British Columbia, Canada. They give you the details on the various different ounces of gold on a gold equivalent basis, ranging from, looks like they've got in one category 2.83 million. Oh, I see, depending on what the cutoff grade is. So it's somewhere between 2.83 million ounces of gold equivalent and 1.804 million ounces of gold, again, depending on which cutoff grade you use. They have more details of these results in the press release. Stock is flat today, $1.01. No trading happened. Bit of a patchy trader as well. Doesn't trade a lot of volume. Really needs some help on the audience building. Stock does look a little toppy here. I'd be really careful about this one. AOT is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. And the final company today is Metanor Resources. Metanor Resources had another batch of drill holes from their Bachelor mine in Quebec, and they extended their A vein by intersecting 9.5 grams per ton gold over 10.1 meters. Very good results there. Now it's worth remembering that Metanor has 267 million shares out, so they've got a lot of shares out. But I've talked about this company a few times because they are getting some good grades in their drilling. The stock is down a half a cent today to 17.5 cents. Traded on 413,000 shares traded hands. It's come down a lot lately. It was trading up around 28 cents just a couple weeks ago, and now has been as low as 14. Came off of that low a little bit. Trading some big volume as it's under pressure here. Looks like a big position is coming off on this one, and I'll be looking to see if this one bottoms by the Best of the Best in Weekly News show on Friday. I think it's one I could look at picking. MTO is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. So that's all the news for today. As always, before making any investment decision, it's important for you to speak with your financial advisors and do your homework. Each day, Monday through Thursday, I do my news show, and then on the end of the week, we do our best of the best in weekly news and stock picks, and that's George and I do the end of the week show. You can find all our work. The daily shows are on the front page of AGORACOM. On the right-hand side, just hit the video player. You can find the archives of the past shows at blog.agoracom.com. You can find all the work at agoracom.com and also on my website at alanberryreports.com. On that note, you have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.